Eric Korsten. I'm with Branford Partners, which is a private equity firm based in New York City. We've, I guess, had some ability to get to know you recently, but it's, you know, we look to find deals from every which way imaginable. Intermediaries come in various forms. There's independent sponsors, there's investment bankers, and we think kind of working with executives is kind of the next kind of wave of what we should be doing.
Why is that? Say more about that.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, private equity is a very competitive space. There are hundreds, if not thousands, of private equity firms, just even in a certain size spectrum of investing. We want to distinguish ourselves, and we want to add value for our investors. We think that, you know, good executives who have a bit of an entrepreneurial bent to them can really help kind of achieve that objective.
What kind of executives for your next conference would you like to see here to come meet? What industries or segments?
I think what you've done so far, bringing a wide range of industries, is really helpful. Yeah, I think you never know where there's going to be a really interesting conversation.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you're not bringing real estate investors. That's good for us. You know, people who have, you know, experience in manufacturing, distribution, business services. You know, there's just a whole range of things out there, and you know, people have actually. Typically, one executive hasn't stayed in a single industry for their whole life. I think you say, okay, I spent 10 years here, 5 years there, 10 years there, mm-hmm. and each of those experiences help build kind of character and make for kind of a more useful kind of experience set.
Mm-hmm. When you look at what Blackmore has created with this, BlackmoreConnects has created with this model, how would you describe it to an executive or a private equity firm?
Okay, I'd say it's a very efficient use of a day. Yeah,
can you compare, contrast?
You know, I don't know of any other organizations quite like this. So, you know, from our perspective, at least, you guys are doing, you know, kind of a unique service, and you know.
If you tried to do this yourself, imagine what it would, what it would take to pull it off.
It just, as private equity, we're not set up to do that.
Yep.
You know, and look, there may be some very large private equity firms that do this, but if you want to be buying smaller businesses, you're dealing with smaller private funds, and we just don't have the infrastructure to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we have the infrastructure to execute a deal, and we have the infrastructure to kind of manage the accounting. That's, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Other private equity firms that are looking to attend, what would you say to them about wading into the water here?
Look, I think it requires a commitment to what you're going to do.
Program.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It has to be something. Yeah. Yeah. I think you may come here and find a deal today, or you may come to two and then you have to find a deal.
That's correct.
So without the commitment, it's probably not worth it.
Yeah.
But you know, I think it's an interesting option to explore.
Right. And if you look at the cost as compared to a buy-side guy, and it keeps on coming over a year period.
Exactly. A buy-side firm has the annual or monthly retainers. Yeah, and there's I think.
And it's usually about what, $5,000 a month minimum these days. Look, range.
We see a wide range.
Yeah.
You know, typically they feel they're most effective on a very specific search.
Yes.
So I have a niche. This is where I want you to target. That's really what they want to be doing. They don't want to be doing wide searches.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas you're most effective, I think, in wide
searches. Yeah.
If I told you I only want to meet executives in a certain field, you might.
It's harder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's much harder.
It takes us more period, a longer period of time versus the fish or.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The diamond in the rough is, I think, a valid strategy.
Diamond in the rough strategy. Great. Thanks for being here.
Absolutely. Great. Thank you.
Thank you.